Hello, I am Anthony D. Butler. I'm the author of the Raven Chronicles series, and it starts with my debut novel, Magic Reborn. It was published in 2022, and then Magic Scorn was published in 2023, is book 2 of the series, and then my newest release, which was just released last month in October, is Darkhaven. Raven Chronicles Book 3, Darkhaven. And I'm currently working on Book 4, and it has a working title right now of Retribution. Probably won't keep that name, but that's just kind of my working title. And originally this was going to be a 3-book series, but Book 2 kind of gave me ideas for Book 4 because I already had Book 3 in mind. And then Book 3 now has given me ideas for Book 5. And then I'm planning on 6 books to finish out the series. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any spin-offs or anything. I'll probably decide that closer to writing Book 6 and see if I want to continue that or move on to something else. I've got a few projects in mind. These are kind of medieval fantasy type series. It's about a bounty hunter named Raven. She discovers that she has magic, and then all the kind of pitfalls and everything else that comes along with that. And then the series just continues with her learning to deal with having magic and, any threats that come along with that. And yes, it's I kind of had the idea for Raven for a long time. I didn't really know what to do with the character. And then originally I thought I had started writing the book in 2018, but I had found some notes as in 2017 where I had kind of penciled together a few ideas, and most of them are in Magic Reborn. Some were modified, some were deleted, but I kept a lot of the notes and included them into the book. So yeah, that's pretty much about my books. Now, about me, I was born and raised in Mobile, Alabama. I lived in a little town called Theodore, which is outside of Mobile. I've lived in Dothan, Alabama, Marianna, Florida, briefly, Conroe, Texas, Galveston, Texas, and then I moved to Idaho in 2000. And I kind of planted roots here. I've been in Idaho now for 25 years, and it's a beautiful state, such a diverse geography. Just a couple of miles north of here is a 500-foot deep canyon that the Snake River runs through. And then to the south, we have the South Hills, which is kind of a small mountain range, just kind of spread out. And then to the north, you have the Central Mountains. You have the Sawtooth Range, the Frank Church Wilderness, which is just, just miles and miles of rocky, rock tip mountains. Beautiful, beautiful area. And we have ghost towns, Bonanza, Custer, Bayhorse. Those are old mining towns from the 1800s. And the Oregon Trail went through here. As a matter of fact, just a couple of miles down the road, the Oregon Trail went not too far from where I live. And I'm what you call a rut nut. I've walked probably miles of the Oregon Trail, and it's just interesting history. The settlers that came through and their clashes with Native American tribes that were here. It's just a rich, beautiful, and tragic history. And, it's so much interesting to read what went on back then. And so, but yeah, that's kind of me. I enjoy going out and seeing the scenery of Idaho, and I love writing. And when I get a chance to sit down and write, I'm kind of in my groove. And so, but thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Maybe you learned a little bit about me, good or bad. Hopefully good. And I hope you give my series a try. I think you'll like it. I've had some pretty good feedback from my series. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to send me an email. My email's on my website, anthonydbutler.com. All three of these books are for sale there. I sign every copy, and I include bookmarks. I have a bookmark for each book that I have. I sell them on there for $1 each, but I always include one in the book. If you want extras, you can buy extras, but I always include one in each book. And I sign every copy. I don't charge extra for signing. I sign the books. If you buy one from my website, I sign it. And so that's what I do. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope everyone has a good evening, or if you're watching this in the daytime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.